You can tell a lot about the history and growth of a city by the naming of its streets. I'm Bonnie Spindler, the Victorian specialist, and I'm here with the American Dream. When San Francisco was first mining, gold rush, silver rush town, they named the streets after the boats that were out in the harbor because they brought news, information, and supplies and people. And so it was important when a ship arrived in the harbor, and they named all of the Happy Valley streets after ships. Then as the city grew, it was named after the features of the area. So beach is the old beach, ocean, bay, lake. All of those streets are named after, water features basically. And then they were considered honorifics. They named them after famous people. All of Hayes Valley is named after Mayor Hayes's brothers, friends, which is unusual. And then we get to Pond. So when I was researching for this video on Pond Street, I assumed it was because there used to be a pond out in front or something. But as it turns out, during the Victorian era, there was a mayor pond, and he served from 1887 to 1891, dead smack in the middle of the Victorian era, and they named this darling little street after Mayor Pond. And most of the properties on the block are Victorians. Today, we get to see inside one of the Victorians. It's bay window, it's softwood floors, it's exposed brick wall, but it's been updated beautifully so that it feels like an industrial loft that you could really use very flexibly, either as a business or pied-à-terre or cute little condo in the city. So for whatever your use is, it's flexible enough to do that. So let's check out Pond Street and 55 Pond and see what that looks like. Here we are at the corner of Pond and 16th, where the Heritage Muni line goes by and where Starbelly is. Starbelly is a favorite San Francisco restaurant that serves a staggering 5 tons of bacon. Let's walk down Pond Street so we can see the Victorians and Edwardians named after Mayor Pond. So the 21st mayor of San Francisco was Edmund Pond. And this little 1 block long street was named after him. He served as mayor in the middle of the Victorian era, and he also did a run for mayor, and his son was the Dean of Stamford. So kind of a prominent family at the turn of the century. Needless to say, all of the houses on this darling little street are Victorians. All of this dedicated to a mayor. It's the ideal little pied-à-terre location. You've got Starbelly at one end, Francis at the other, the public library, the Castro, almost the entire city at your feet. I can't imagine a better location. So this is the end of Pond Street. It's only 1 block long. And so at this end is Francis. Francis is one of the Bay Area's finest restaurants, delicious, seasonal, and local cuisine. It's hard to get into, but if you do get in, you're gonna love your meal. It's fantastic. Today we learned all about the naming of San Francisco's streets and how it changed throughout its history. I'm Bonnie Spindler, the Victorian specialist, here with the American Dream. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next month.